I always did it a little different, but I like that. I think, oh, man, I just heard something fall through there. Hey. Go. Was that a rock?
I don't know. Ah! Bro, what the f was that? Go.
In the remote stretches of the Appalachian Mountains, two seasoned explorers embark on what they believe will be a bold but controlled search for something legendary. Bear, the face of a popular camping channel, is joined by Doug from Fear Fanatics as they venture into one of the most isolated areas of the forest, completely off-grid, with no power, water, or cell signal.
Anyway, for this adventure, we are in the Appalachian Mountains in search for the oh-so-elusive Bigfoot. Tonight, we're staying in an RV, and we got it parked in a very pretty, what would you call this?
We're boondocking. There's no electric, no water, no nothing.
Boondocking.
We're in the middle of, like, pretty much nowhere.
No, we're in the middle of nowhere, but we're able to park the RV, and there's a little fire spot for us. Other than that, we're surrounded by mountains, woods, and hopefully some Bigfoots.
Was it moving in the bushes?
Huh. Some just moved over there.
That's a game trail for sure.
That's a big trail. Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like, even if it's not Bigfoot, there's like, that's a big trail, bro.
Wow. This is right where I just heard something too. It was up. It was up this way though.
You gonna go on the trail?
Just for a second, maybe.
After settling in, the two head deeper into the forest. The woods are thick, the ground littered with old leaves and undergrowth. It doesn't take long before something feels off.
Oh!
Oh shit! What the freak was that, bro? Did you hear that?
Whew. What was that?
Oh, I don't know. But something in that tree. I don't know what
That scared the crap out of
me. I guess
me.
it could have been a bird or something.
Could it be an angry coon?
It could have been an owl. Oh shit! What the freak is that, bro?
I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a bird. I don't know what the hell, you know? You think you see something and it's just a tree?
You know, isn't it like usually one of the last... I know you... Holy smokes, man. Hold on. What the heck? It was like a...
I saw something flying through there, dude.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you got it on camera?
I don't know if
Man, I hope that sound... I hope they could hear that. That sucker was loud.
In the woods, bro. Hold on. Thought I could still see the leaves shaking.
They notice a large, well-worn trail cutting through the brush. Something big has passed through here. Both men freeze. They whisper theories, maybe a bird, a raccoon, or something bigger. Then a loud, unidentifiable sound breaks the silence. "Did you see that?" one of them whispers. They scan the trees. Something moved. They're sure of it. The camera captures the shaking of branches, but whatever caused it remains out of sight.
You should try another Bigfoot call.
Yeah.
You think?
You want me to?
It could be...
I'll do it. I don't care.
It could be a stupid idea or a good idea. Give it your all.
You want me to do like a really loud one?
Yeah. Call them from all over the
Oh,
mountains.
yeah. All right. Here we go.
That's pretty good. That was good. That's probably what they do.
They make noises like that, right?
I always did it a little different, but I like that. I think, oh, man, I just heard something fall through there. Hey. Go. Was that a rock? What was that? Ow, my face. Damn it. Go, man, don't stop. Man, something's throwing something. Go.
Still undeterred, they decide to call out. They perform a classic Bigfoot call, a long, echoing whoop, hoping to provoke a response. Suddenly, a crash in the brush, something heavy, something fast. A branch snaps near Bear. They break into a run. Panic rises as they flee, crashing through the undergrowth toward the van. But the sounds aren't behind them. They're beside them now. A stone, or something like it, hits a tree just inches from where Bear was standing. When they finally make it back to their vehicle, they sit in stunned silence. The woods outside are still, but what they experienced feels far from over.
Just quiet listening. I haven't heard nothing. Like, shh. I swear I just heard like a twitch.
Dude.
Grab my light.
This man behind us, go.
Don't stop.
Could this have been a large animal reacting to their presence? Or was something genuinely stalking them? The region has a long history of reported sightings, strange sounds, and unexplained movement, and their Bigfoot calls may have drawn more attention than they bargained for.
The Appalachian Mountains in search of Bigfoot. And man, I don't know. Did we find him?
Something was in there, dude. Like, something was in there. Something was definitely running up the creek bed at the end. Like, I don't know what that was.
Some skeptics say it could have been a bear or another large predator, but the distinct responses to their calls and the aggressive tree strike raise questions. What was chasing them through the forest that night? Was it a known creature disturbed by intruders, or something that only emerges when you call for it? Some mysteries are best left untouched, but it's that same mystery that keeps pulling people back into the woods. Up next, what happens when you enter an ancient graveyard and realize you're not alone? Just a quick break. If you felt that chill, please hit subscribe. It keeps the horrors coming. Now, let's get back into it.
Halby from what? I don't know. Bro, what the f was that? Go, 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 go.
It's July 30th, 2024. On what seems like a calm summer evening, Yasko, the YouTuber behind the popular channel of the same name, sets out to explore what many call the most haunted forest in America. Known as the serial killer forest, this area has a grim past. Local legends speak of a murderer who once dismembered victims here, scattering remains throughout the woods. In 2019, a body was even recovered from the lake within these same woods. Some believe the victim's spirits still roam the area, their cries lingering in the trees, their shadows appearing after dark. Yasko isn't alone on this journey. He's joined by his friend Chris. The day begins like any other camping trip, but what awaits them that night is far from normal.
Why are these buildings here? Bro, that's like a... Is that a... That looks like a fucking body.
What the f is that?
Can you go look at that, please, before I go any further? I don't know if I should show that on the camera.
Bro, I honestly
You know
feel...
the stories of this place, right? I mean, we all know the stories.
Well, I feel sick to my fucking stomach right now, dude. What is that? That actually looks like a fucking body bag.
Wandering deeper into the woods, they stumble upon a collapsed wooden structure. Inside it lies something they never expected. They find what appears to be a human-shaped figure, motionless, shoes still visible. It's unclear whether it's a sleeping person, a lifeless body, or something else entirely. Fear takes hold. They decide not to investigate further and retreat to their car. But safety doesn't come easily.
Sure as hell feels.
It says help you.
Halby from what?
I don't know. Bro,
What the f was that?
what was that?
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
Just as they reach the vehicle, a deep growl erupts from the darkness behind them, and they run.
For good measure.
They're literally sleeping right next to the foundation that probably has hundreds of years of history.
Bro, what is that? Bro, it sounds like a
You heard that exactly, 100%.
No, almost like a moan. Whatever when you're talking about the history of the foundation. I'm gonna stay up for a bit, so I think.
Should we look out and just double check? Like, I don't.
Flashlight is
Here,
right here somewhere.
Going?
Yeah. You have that girthy one. You could go check if you want. I don't know where I put
Maybe
my
we just
bed.
leave it. Maybe we just go to bed.
Chris, what the f was that? That was a scream. That was coyotes in that direction. That was a scream.
Somebody's talking right now. Hello?
Guys, I truly think that there's someone outside of our tent right now. We hear footsteps approaching the tent. Bro, what do we do?
I don't fucking know. I feel like it would be safer in here, but also it's a fucking tent. Where's the machete? Want to take my camera?
Hold on. I'm just gonna look outside. Oh shit.
Anything?
No, truck's fine. Alright. I'm gonna keep the camera rolling.
Back at the campsite, they try to settle in for the night. But the sounds return. Faint moans, breaking branches, and something that sounds disturbingly human. They peek outside the tent. Nothing.
I'm gonna be awake for a bit, so yeah.
I don't know. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, I will. Chris. Yo, Chris. Alright, I'm gonna whisper right now because Chris is like knocked out. It genuinely sounded like a voice outside the tent. But I hear the wind picking up, so maybe it's just something traveling in the... And I don't like this at all. At all.
Chris sleeps. Yasko stays awake, whispering into the camera, reporting what sounds like a voice outside.
Is that my truck?
Is that your truck, bro?
Where's my keys?
So before that, it sounded like someone punched the tent.
Wait, what? Somebody punched this.
Something like shuffled away. I woke up with something like it's like sounded like something punched like the side of the tent or something, or like almost like I don't know, just like touched it. It was like that kind of noise.
I don't even remember going to bed. My fucking mic fell off.
As exhaustion wins over, Yasko finally drifts off. But not for long. The tent shakes, as if something just pushed against it. Chris wakes, startled, and says he heard something touch the side of the tent. A noise, like a fist pressing into the fabric. Still, the footage reveals something was there. At dawn, they pack up and leave, visibly shaken. The collapsed hut, the figure inside, the unexplained growls and voices. Was it just an elaborate coincidence? A disturbed hiker? Or something far worse? Some believe the area's dark past may have left a spiritual imprint, drawing investigators like Yasko into its orbit. Others suggest human interference, possibly squatters, or people with far more sinister intentions. After all, this forest is infamous for both the dead and the living who vanish here. What was inside that hut, and what or who stood outside the tent that night? One thing is certain, they weren't alone.
Oh, what's that? What's that? Whispers. What's that? There's something outside the tent.
Dan Lee is no stranger to danger. A solo adventurer known for exploring haunted forests, he's faced more than a few unsettling nights. But this trip would leave a mark. On this occasion, Dan returns to a place with a sinister reputation, the infamous Skinwalker Forest. Armed with only his gear and a spirit talker, Dan plans to camp alone and attempt to make it through the night, hoping to uncover who or what might be responsible for the bizarre occurrences reported in the area.
All right, guys, we are back in the Skinwalker Forest this evening. I am going to be camping here tonight. I'm going to be trying to stay the night. I want to say staying the night, but I will attempt to stay the night and see if we can get some answers.
The forest is quiet at first, too quiet. Dan sets up his tent and begins to explore, device in hand. As he walks further from camp, something happens.
Oh, what's that? Whispers. Dude, I just heard whispers straight ahead. I just heard whispers. They were I couldn't tell what they were saying, but I could tell it was somebody talking like this. You know what I mean? It was somebody talking just like this. Hello? Is there somebody else out here?
We make the noises.
Oh! What the We make the noises, dude. right after I heard whispers, and I was telling you guys about, right after that, we make the noises.
He stops. Whispers. Indistinct but unmistakable. Carried through the trees. Someone speaking just out of reach. He calls out, but there's no response. Then, a chilling message appears on his device. We make the noises. The whispers weren't imagined. Something out there had heard him, and responded. Disturbed, Dan makes his way back toward his campsite.
You guys would be like, oh, wow, Dan, this is the longest video we've ever seen. And I'd be like, well, it's also the most realistic because it's camping, it's me sleeping. And then everybody will be pissed and unsubscribe. No, I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to go to sleep. So, good night, guys. See you in a few hours.
The trail leads him directly to his tent, where he tries to settle down for the night, though sleep won't come easy. A sudden rustle, a tug. Something presses against the fabric of the tent. Dan wakes instantly.
What's that? There's something outside the tent. Guys, there's something outside the tent.
He whispers that something is just outside the entrance. The noise grows louder. Someone, or something, is trying to get in. When he finally unzips the tent and looks out, no one is there. The woods return to silence, but the feeling of being watched refuses to fade. The whispers, the message, the physical contact with the tent. Could it have been local wildlife, or perhaps something more intelligent? What really tried to get inside his tent? A human? A spirit? Or one of the forest's more ancient legends? Dan may have made it out, but whatever was outside that night hasn't left the forest. If this case left you unsettled, the next one might be even worse. Imagine falling asleep in your tent, only to wake up and realize the zipper is open from the outside. Which story stuck with you? And have you ever experienced something strange while camping? Drop your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. If this story creeped you out, you need to watch this one next. It's even more disturbing.